In the earlier sessions, we have discussed about the elements of good preschool programs and their types. Success of any teaching learning center depends on the planning and execution of programs and ideas. So, in this session, we are going to apprise the components of the programs to be executed in an early childhood education centers. At the end of this session, you will be able to know about the different components of program planning and also be aware of the steps in program planning. The following are the components of an early childhood education program which will help the educator to effectively implement the same. First one, yearly plan, weekly schedule, daily routine. Yearly plan is used for identifying the ways of preparing the plan for the year and also to identify the theme or topic for each month or so, along with the activities on different development domains to be undertaken. Some of the suggested themes or topics can be festivals and celebrations like regional and national festivals, nature which includes plants, animals, fruits, birds and vegetables, and physical environment which includes air, water, earth, universe and seasons. And it also has social environment which includes my country, neighborhood and transport. Under each of this theme, organize the goals and indicators of development and learning to ensure that all the domains are addressed in an integrated manner. It will also help to ensure that the activities and experiences are balanced, developmentally appropriate and enough opportunities is available for revisiting of concepts, skills and dispositions. Activities should be planned for different age group of children with increasing order of difficulty. Weekly schedule should be designed by the early childhood educator so that they are activity based, theme based and age appropriate. While drawing up a weekly schedule, it should be ensured that the theme related activities for all the developmental domains are covered over a course of a week. Daily routine is an order of events that shape a child's day so that they can anticipate what will happen next. In general terms, it should consist of activity blocks. The schedule must meet individual needs and therefore variations in scheduling will occur. Daily routine should be planned in a manner such that it includes a balance of activities, provides for individual, small and whole group instructions and interactions, allows for active exploration of materials within the learning environment, encourages flexibility to meet the children's varying needs, incorporates both indoor and outdoor activities, has a balance of both child-initiated and early childhood educators directed opportunities, and has a balance of structure and flexibility. First one is developmental needs and interest. The early childhood educators consider at the year plan to see what has planned for the term. This will include the ongoing activities to meet the educational goals in the learning corners. For example, drawing, puzzle, bead threading to develop small muscles and fine motor coordination. Theme topics. The early childhood educators appraises the developmental milestones and developmentally appropriate practices to determine what children are expected to achieve for each developmental area according to their age groups. This will help her plan age appropriate activities. Most free play activities can be used with both age groups, but early childhood educators need to be sure that the activities include suitably challenging materials for older children. More consideration needs to go into planning age appropriate group activities when children are divided according to their age. This does not mean providing different activities for each child. The program activity should already be meeting most of the children's developmental needs. If a variety of materials with different levels of difficulties are set out every day, children with different learning styles and abilities can use the materials in different ways. The early childhood educators need to carefully observe and get to know each child in her group and find out what skills each child has mastered or where he or she still needs help. She also needs to consider the social and cultural background of each child, such as the language, religion of the child. During weekly and daily planning, the early childhood educators thinks about the kinds of activities that will help individual children and any extra materials that may be needed or how an activity could be adopted for a child with a disability or with a different social and cultural background. Setting objectives is an important part of the planning process for early childhood educators to decide what they want children to be able to know and do for each goal that has to be set. This will help them in planning suitable activities. For example, one of the educational goals is for children to learn about themselves, their families, and the people around them. Some of the objectives might be: children need to know and appreciate their families. Children need to be encouraged to talk about and develop a sense of pride in their own family and culture. Children need to recognize that not all families are alike. A developmentally appropriate curriculum requires thoughtful planning. Consider the following guidelines as you plan and implement learning opportunities for children. First, it should be interesting. Children give their full attention to activities and learning materials with little prompting from the early childhood educators. You should have many hands-on activities and materials that children can use with little or no assistance from the adults. Next, it should be integrated. It is difficult to compartmentalize learning. A good learning opportunity addresses multiple areas of development and content. For example, acting out a story can develop language, literacy, social and physical skill. Next, it should be sequenced. Each day and week builds on the experience from the preceding day and weeks. Organize the activities so that the children are ready for the next step. This pacing allows the children to build their understanding as you support their effects. It should be connected. Know your children and plan a curriculum that is meaningful to them. Consider what experiences your children have had and build on those experiences. Plan activities and provide materials that connect to the children's home and culture as well as to their individual interest. It should be engaging. That means the focus of the curriculum should be on the opportunities for the children to actively explore the world around them. By investigating topics of interest to them, children learn to ask good questions, predict results, and solve problems. Every day should include activities that support growth and development in all areas: social, emotional, language, cognitive, and physical. Provide many opportunities for children to explore and acquire key concepts in all subject areas such as reading, writing, math, science, social, physical, education, and arts. Be sure that your curriculum supports your program's learning goals and standards, and it should be effectively implemented, and your program should allow and encourage flexibility. A good curriculum will encourage you to make adjustments based on the interest and needs of your children. Throughout the day, the curriculum should provide a predictable routine but also allow flexibility for unanticipated opportunities for learning. It should be linked to assessment. Your curriculum should enable you to observe and assess each child's progress. You use the results of your assessment to make adjustment in the curriculum for the group as a whole and for individual children. Early childhood education programs aims to provide more need-based and also an enabling environment to implement the same. These needs are determined by the children's developmental and conceptual needs. This necessitates the provision of need-based individualized approach and questions the appropriateness of a common program or curriculum. Planning a program is an everlasting process encompassing careful observation to identify the needs and capabilities of children, provision of required resources, and assessment and evaluation. Planning generally originates from the observation of the children to know their needs, abilities, and behavior. Thank you.